Hey guys, first video here. Just doing a bit of a vlog style today. Just walking through the bush. As you can see, already spotted a little friend. A little fantail chirping away. He'll probably follow me around because wherever you walk, you disturb the bugs when you're walking through the bush. So they like to follow you and pick up all the bugs that are getting shifted and flying away when you're going for a walk. All I'm doing today, so this is one of my jobs, is doing a bit of pest animal control on a big native bush block. So as you can see here, she's a little bit barren at the moment, but it's also got deer in it. So what I do is come through and cull all the deer, well, best you can. Pretty hard when you're dealing with such a vast amount of bush, but you know, you see that there's not a lot of all the characters that get bigger, you know, they sort of just get annihilated. It's also from just all these silver ferns or pongas, whatever you want to call them. That form a big layer of mulch, so it makes it harder for plants to go through. But all I'm doing here is, see these little flags, just following them, you know, because I've come through this bush, set it all up very nicely. You know, and here's an example of the GPS, all those coordinates that I'm following. So I'm just going through there and swapping the bait, you'll see that soon. But this is one of the nicer tracks. Yeah, you can see here, all these deer tracks coming through here. Pretty rampant, but yeah. Just one of those things here, because there's more land than people in little old New Zealand. Pretty hard to keep them at real low numbers. But when I started this bush, it was pretty shocking. There was not a lot of bird life at all. But as you can see here, a couple little grey warblers just having a little fly around. Don't make much sound, these little guys, but they've got little red eyes, grey body. Not sure if you can see it that well, but pretty cool bird. But because I've been controlling all the possums, well, baiting for them and getting the numbers down at least, they're all starting to come through because there's a lot more berries and stuff for them to feed on. So that's all good news. This bush is getting better. The only thing it's got left is deer, but as you can see here, there's been a pretty enthusiastic possum eating away at this. It's actually pulled it out of this nail on the tree. This is the trap that I use for these. It's just a little mini foolproof. You can see here that this little bag that I've used, you know, they've got carried away and actually eaten half the bag too. So they love doing that because it's got a nice cinnamon scent on it. So all you're doing here is, that's not going to come back on, so what I'll do is just set this down here. I'll just nail it back up. Been using the old 6-inch nails because not a lot of people use them anymore, so I've got a big abundance of them. That's not going anywhere, mate. Yeah, you just fold the rubbish, keep the rubbish in your bag. hard to do with one hand this, but now you can, if you want, keep the tab of the plastic bag out the back, but typically, see, you just put those pins in. On the newer fill proofs like this one, the plastic's a bit firmer, it's a bit harder to slot in, but once you've done that, you know, you don't have to hook it in the back like before, because as you saw, that plastic bag was only sitting, you know, half a metre away from the station. So, and yeah, just rip a little hole in the front and you're ready to go. That's all I'm doing here. But I thought, you know, might be interesting for someone, get to learn a bit of native life. You know, I quite like this little area down here just because it's a nice little flat, swampy looking, you know, probably good for a picnic in this kind of time. You've got all the puta weta hanging around because it's called that, because see there's little burrs where the branches fall out of. Wetas love to just make a little home in that. You know, it's quite diverse in here. You've got your little lancewood just hanging out there, and quite a few things, but for this area it's mostly just silver fern, ponga. But yeah, we'll crack on. Lots of little characters coming through. When you're doing this kind of stuff too, it's always a... Oh, here's a good one. You got to see this little guy here. It's called when you sort of get to this stage, there's too many plants in your head. Common name is just Bushman's friend, or oh bloody hell, I've completely forgotten it. It's a brachioglottis anyway. No, forgotten it. But anyway, it's your toilet paper, mate. You got your little nice soft underside of the leaf. Rangiora, that's it. Yeah, quite a bit of that through here, and your little taueri seedlings popping through. Pretty beautiful little piece of bush, this one. Definitely pretty lucky to be able to come through here and help keep it possum free. But yeah, you see here it's quite easy sometimes to, because that's my tape just there, quite easy to get off track sometimes following these little deer lines. But this is the nice part. This is the part of New Zealand that doesn't get shown much. As you can see here, nice little clear running water stream. It looks a bit murky there just because it's all the sediment sitting. But if you actually drink from this here, it's real clear. Don't have a water bottle with me to show you, but can't see any wildlife in there though. Unfortunately, I think they're all a bit further down the old whitebait. But yeah, just thought it'd be a cool little vlog. Get people a bit more appreciation. You know, you might even see this and might go for a walk. Oh, I'm just doing it because I'm bored. You know, I could be listening to music, but whatever. Quite a diverse little, you know, back there you had your little, your parablechnums and your blechnums. Quite a few of them hanging through. You see you got that stream still, that nice little stream, you know, big boulders like that hanging around. Now, if you're going to be doing something like this, you definitely want a good pair of boots. And it's worth your money getting a real decent pair. So I got these, don't know if you can see the name or not. Just says Zamberlan. Covered in blood though, that's pretty usual when you're out in rural New Zealand. But yeah, definitely a good pair of boots is a must. Especially when you got terrain like this that you got to climb up. See what I was talking about, where you don't have to actually hold the bag in the trap. So if you look there, you know, the bag doesn't go very far. Once you do that rip in the bag, they don't take it too far.